Okay, so good morning, students. Thank you so much for joining today's class. So as I promised you last week that today we will discuss more about the research introduction. However, since I have to go to Jakarta to attend the IPQ Prize event, so we will do this class asynchronously. I will upload it to the YouTube channel, this video I mean, and then I will post the link in the Google Classroom so you can actually access it from your Google Classroom account. Okay, so today's topic will be about the how to write the research introduction. Okay, so uh, in the research paper there are several different parts. Okay, so the first one would be title, and then continued by the abstract, and then keywords, and then introduction. This one we will discuss it today, and then it will be followed by the material and methods, and then results and discussions, conclusion, acknowledgement, and references. Okay, so today we will be focusing on this part, the introduction part. So maybe one question from you, yeah. So what is actually an introduction? Yeah. So what is an introduction? Yeah, so the introduction is precisely an outline of your research. So this is the outline of your research. Okay, so this is the part where you present your research framework in a very clear, very concise, very appealing, and well-organized way. Okay, so why should we present our research framework in a very clear and concise manner? Yeah, it's because of this question. Yeah, so if you read this question, what happens if your reader reads the end of the introduction section and do not find out the main problem, the main tips, the thing that you actually want to convey through your research? Yeah, so what happens? Yeah, you can actually start to imagine if you read a novel, yeah, and then the introduction part doesn't really interesting. Will you continue to the next part? No. Yeah, so it's actually the same with a research paper. Yeah, so the introduction part is in the beginning of your research paper, right? So if the introduction is not really interesting, people will not move on to the next section. They will not go for the methodology. They will not go for the results and discussion, even though your results and discussion is very, very important. However, if your introduction does not engage them, does not engage the reader, then they will not move on to the next section. Yeah. Okay, so introduction is very, very important. Okay, so that's why, yeah, you have to write it a very concise, a very appealing, very interesting, so it will not bore them. Okay. Okay, so there are four steps, yeah, in writing an effective introduction, yeah, and what introduction section shall answer. Okay, so there are four. Okay, so the first question will be why is the research important? Yeah, so why the research is important? So in the first paragraph of your introduction, yeah, you should define the topic. Okay, you should define the topic, set the context in a very rational way. Yeah, so that the reader will ask, oh, yeah, why is this research important? Yeah, and then you answer it, yeah, because you define the topic, you set the context, right? And then they see, oh, yeah, this research is important. Okay, so after you get that, yeah, then you declare the research problem. Yeah, so this is the second question. What is the main innovation? What is the main problem? What kind of problem do you want to answer through your research? Yeah, so declare the research problem. That's the second steps. Yeah, the second question, the second steps in the second paragraph. But if you want to make it into one paragraph with the first one, it's also okay. Yeah. So that's the second one, and then we go to the third one. The third question will be, what is the available approach? Yeah. How if we compare our research to other studies? Yeah. So we do the literature review. Yeah, that's the third step. The literature review. You justify your research using another study. Yeah, using the previous research. Okay, that's the third step. Okay, the fourth one, yeah, the last one. how your paper will be organized. Yeah, what kind of solution you offer to your research. Yeah, that's the fourth step, the fourth question. Yeah, so in the fourth paragraph of your introduction, then you have to write the objective, the hypothesis, the assumption, and the question. Yeah, how will you answer the problems through your research? That's the last part of the introduction in the fourth paragraph. However, if you, oh, miss, I want to make it into only two paragraphs. The first and second question will be answered in the first paragraph. The third and fourth one will be answered in the second paragraph. Will that be okay? Okay. Yeah, you can actually just adjust it, yeah, accordingly. Okay, so these are the four important steps in writing an effective introduction. Okay, so after this, yeah, I will explain to you one by one the general do's and don'ts. Okay, so what you should do and what you should avoid, yeah, while writing the introduction. Okay, so the first one, yeah, for the introduction section, yeah, the general do's. Yeah, point number one is I recommend you to write the introduction part last. Yeah, so in the research proposal we have several parts, right? Yeah, three big parts. The first one is introduction, second one is literature review, the third one is the research design. Okay, okay, so the first section that you should write is the research design. Okay, and then followed by the literature review, and then after that go for introduction. Yeah, why? Because the literature review is required when you write the introduction. So you have to do this first before we can go for introduction. Okay, so that's why it will be the last. Okay, write it last. Okay, second one is to download the samples of research paper introduction. Yeah, by downloading a lot of samples, by reading a lot of research paper introductions, then actually you can grasp the idea of how to engage the reader, how to make a very interesting introduction so that the readers will not stop in your introduction but go on to your methodology, results, and also discussion. Okay, the third one, yeah, the question and objective should be in the last paragraph. So you should write the objective in the last paragraph, yeah, after the context, and then the problem, and then the justification from literature review. Then after that, the last one will be the objectives and questions. Okay, and then when you write the introduction section, please do use the reason and new references. Okay, and then follow guidelines of professional writing. Yeah, to not use the journalistic style of writing. To not use the novel type of writing. No, use professional scientific one. Okay, so that's the general do's. So we go to the general don'ts. Okay, what you should avoid while writing an introduction section. Okay, so as I said previously, yeah, when you write the introduction section, you have to make it very interesting. Yeah, okay, and you should write it in a very clear and concise manner. Why? Because a long introduction will bore the reader. Okay, and then the second one, do not put the final results and the analysis. Okay, the result and analysis, yeah, will be put later in the result and discussion. So please do not put it in the introduction. Yeah, if you put it in the introduction, then people will not go to the result and discussion. Why? Because they know already from the introduction. Yeah. Okay, so make people go until the end of your research paper. Yeah, by keeping the result and analysis in their own section, not in the introduction. Okay, and then do not use the old references. Okay, do not write in slang phrases. I mentioned it before already. Okay, avoid the first and second person writing. So, like this, as I depicted in the previous section, it's no, yeah. We cannot write it like that, yeah. When we want to convert this, yeah, into a scientific way, then we can actually write like this, as illustrated in the previous section, as depicted in previous section, to stimulate can see. Yeah, you can actually convert it to as seen in figure, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Okay, and then next, never copy a sentence from a study, a paper, or a book because it's a plagiarism. Okay, and it's not ethical, yeah, for us to write or to copy a sentence directly from a study, paper, or book. Okay, okay, even though it is said that unless you quote the study and reference it, yeah, but it's better for you to rephrase it. Okay, and then avoid construction. Yeah, so please do not use the the writing like this: let's, won't, can't, don't. Okay, if you want to write can't or don't, just write it as cannot, do not. Okay, and usually we tend to use the positive sentence instead of negative sentence. Okay, so you can actually just rephrase, right? And then the last one would be avoid the possessive case like this, the reverse discharge. Okay, the reverse discharge. You can actually just convert it to the discharge of the river. Yeah, that's a scientific way of writing. Okay, so okay, so I think that's all for my presentation. Yeah, however, yeah, I will move on. Yeah, to the uh, work example that Michelle has already posted. Yeah, I will explain it to you how to write a research introduction directly from the work example. Okay, so you can actually just follow those instructions, yeah, to write down your research introduction according to your research. Okay, so we go to the work example that posted by Michelle a few weeks ago. Okay, so when you want to access it, you can just go to your Google Classroom account and then go for the classwork section. Okay, and then after that, choose IPQ, right? And then we go to the post from October, oh sorry, post from October 28, 29 here. Yeah. Okay, so you can actually just click this one, the Google Docs here, and then you can see the research proposal work example. Okay. Okay, so today, yeah, I will explain to you, yeah, about the work example, yeah, in the introduction section part. Okay. So the introduction section consists of several subsections. Okay, so the first one is background and context. Okay, and then the second one is the problem statement. Okay, and then followed by the RQ, then RG and RO. Okay, and after that, the relevance and importance of the research. Okay, so I will scroll it up first. We go to the background and context first. Yeah, so as I said previously in the introduction section, we will have four important steps. So the first one is we have to set the context. We have to define the topic. So it would be the one here. Yeah, the one that I highlighted using my cursor. Yeah, blue color here. Yeah, so it's the prologue. Yeah, it's where we define the topic and context. Okay, and then after that, yeah, as you can see here, since the prologue is very short, so for the second section, I put it in the same paragraph. So, but if you have a context, the definition of topic, and then the context setting quite long, then you can actually just separate the two steps into two paragraphs. Yeah, but that actually depends on you. Okay, so the second one is I state the problem. So the one that is highlighted in orange here, it's the problem. Okay, it's the problem. Okay, the second step. Okay, the third one, as I mentioned previously, it's the literature review. So how we justify our research using previous research. Okay, so here, yeah, the one I highlight in orange again here. Yeah, it's the justification from the references. So this is where the literature reviews are. Okay, so we put it here in this part, the third step, the third paragraph. Okay, but here is in the second paragraph. Yeah. Okay, and then the fourth step, the fourth step is the objectives, right? The hypothesis. Okay, so here, the fourth step, the one that I plugged with the orange here. Yeah, so this is the fourth step. It's where we write the objectives. Yeah, this is where we write our solution. Yeah, the solution offered using our research. Okay, so in the last paragraph. Yeah, you can actually just separate this into two paragraphs, but however, in this case, we put it into one paragraph. Yeah, so again, it's back to you. Yeah, okay, and then after that, the second section in the introduction part would be the problem statement. Okay, so please follow this format. Okay, please follow this format. Yeah, okay, so yeah, we have the problem statement. Yeah, so it's actually similar to the problem paragraph above. Yeah, however, you have to replace it. Yeah, and then please provide here. I block it for you using my cursor. Please provide a preliminary observations. Yeah, to emphasize why your research is important, why your research is relevant. Okay, so that's problem statement. The third one would be the RQ. Yeah, you can just rewrite your derived RQ, yeah, from the previous assignment. And then RG and RO, the same. Just rewrite your derived RG and RO from your previous assignment. Okay, and then the last part would be the relevance and importance of the research. Yeah, so it's actually only 1 to 2 sentences. You can actually you actually also write it here, right? Here, yeah. However, please do rephrase it, yeah, and then put it again here in the subsection of relevance and importance of the research. Yeah. Okay, so this subparts, this subsections 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, yeah, are the 5 subsections under the introduction section, under the introduction part. Okay, so please follow this format, yeah, for your introduction section, and do not forget the 4 important steps, 4 important questions, yeah, to derive the effective introduction. Yeah, so if you have any question, yeah, you can actually just send me a message through my WhatsApp number, or you can just post a comment in this video. Okay, I will get back to you once I read it, of course. Okay, thank you very much, and I hope you have a great day.